Bienvenidos and welcome back, familia. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Leonardo Torres, and these are my hands. That's what you mostly will see. But on this channel, I talk about journaling. And more accurately, the goal for my channel is to get you inspired enough to want to pick up a book, a pen, and just document something about your day. I want it to be stress-free and I want it to be fun, but most importantly, I want you to be eager to pick up the book and document something. And so today I want to talk to you all about this little booklet. This little book that I've been carrying since the 15th has been incredibly helpful and such an amazing tool in my day. Today I want to talk to you about interstitial journaling. Pretty big word, or at least it was for me. It took me a while to really be able to pronounce that and memorize that it was interstitial journaling, but you can replace interstitial journal with captain's log. Much like you would see in a movie where a captain is saying, Captain's log, the date is October 20th and the seas have been unkind to us today. Whatever. It's just them documenting their experience, what happened throughout the day, anything worth mentioning, if you will. It's a little different than your daily journal or your commonplace book. It's slightly different. I started doing it because I wanted to see what my day was filled with. You see, after every task, I take a break and I write down what I did. Just to give you an example, the studio, I stayed up late working on a voiceover. 2:10 a.m. I created this notebook for interstitial journaling. And then I went on to talk about the format that I wanted to have for my day. 2:33, went to bed. 8:55, woke up. Easy was my alarm. Then I wrote down my objective for the day, and so on and so forth. The reason why I was doing this was because I wanted to see if I was wasting time somewhere. That's number one. Number two, I started doing it because I wanted to keep myself on task. This is a powerful way to keep myself on task because after I'm done with a task or a job or doing something, I come to my book and I log it. I log what I just did, and I log what I'm going to do next. I also log when I'm having a little break. For example, at 1:57 p.m., I took a small break to eat lunch. I had enough points to have a mini sub from Jersey Mike's. And I also document things like meetings and all that. Previous to that, I was doing it digitally, so it was easy for me to just dictate to my phone and have it do talk to text. But when I'm journaling this way, it takes a little bit more time because I have to handwrite everything. So what I started doing was on the second day, actually it did start out by accident. I started writing a symbol, like downloading, and then I did two arrows forward, so downloading, and now I'm gonna edit. And then I thought, hey, that's a great idea. So an hour later, I was already using more signs. So uploaded the video. Next, DoorDash now. And as you'll see, I started making even more and more symbols. And now every time that I log something in, it is mostly symbols. And today was the day that I had the most symbols of all. 10 a.m. at work, arrived at 9:30, getting ready for action. So that's the most writing I did. 1 o'clock at work, going to Colton to pick up a job, going to get food, pizza, maybe, question mark. At 1:35, eating Little Caesars, picking up jobs at Colton, picked up the job, going to work, arrived at 2:05 at work, unloaded the truck, going to press vest. And so now my whole day is filled with symbols. And so now I have a whole language that I've got going on just to be able to document all of these things faster. This journal is really important to me. I want to be able to look back and see what I did, not just personal, but for work. Maybe I don't remember what time I got to work. Did I feed the dog? Yes, just finished feeding the dog. And so in the next couple of videos, I'm just going to show you a few codes that I'm using personally, and maybe you can incorporate them into your journaling. One of the most common symbols that I'm using now is the going and going to. As you can see, it takes a while to write that, but if I'm just going to write going, it's just this loop. That's going. It started by making a loop with an arrow so that it's like a bouncing ball or something that's winding up and just going forward. But I don't need that arrow, so I just deleted that. And now I only have this loop. So going home would be like this, going, and then an H for a house with a roof over it. So that's that H with this loop above it is home. If I'm gonna say going to work, now I'm adding the word to. It's just two dots. Like when you're gonna give somebody a gift or something, you put to you from me, right? From me. So it's just that. It's a loop forward and then two dots to. So going to work would be going to W and a roof. So any place I have the letter that it starts with and then that. So that's work. This would be studio. This would be home. And if I were going to school, I'd probably do school like that. Or if I'm going to the university, I do a U. If I'm going to the library, for example, do that. So you can make up your own, if you're going to your girlfriend's house or your boyfriend's house, GF, and then that, house, shelter, of some sort. So practice that. The best way to remember it is to practice. So just continue doing that, going. Say it while you're doing it, going. And it doesn't have to be straight or anything. Just that, going to, practice that going to. going, 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 going. Practice that over and over and over and over again. Or if you're like me, I do DoorDash. So DD is DoorDash. Going to DoorDash. Now I don't have to go. Going to door. See how long that's already taken? Going to DoorDash. No more. Going home is now going home. Going to work. I almost did the symbol. Now is going to work. Anytime you're going to say going or going to, just use this symbol. Just practice this symbol just by itself until it becomes a habit. And I want to show you that I have tons more of symbols that I want to share with you. So stay tuned, subscribe. And if you have a phrase or a word that you want me to create a symbol for, just let me know in the comment section down below and I'll create a video for you. Maybe it'll be a short, maybe it'll be a whole video, but just leave it in the comments and we'll see. All right, thanks so much. Now I'm going to bed. Good night.